Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be sharing my 34-week update with my second pregnancy today. I say this every week, but I can't believe we're already at 34 weeks. It seems like the time is just flying by. I feel like this last month though is gonna crawl so slow. So I'm hoping that time continues to go a little bit quick because I am starting to get super uncomfortable and just so ready to hold our little babies. So if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family. I love to post content about pregnancy, motherhood, lifestyle vlogs, and cleaning videos. So if that interests you, definitely don't forget to hit subscribe and click that bell notification so that you know every time I post a video. And if you enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. So let's get started. So during my 34th week, I definitely had a lot of abdominal pain, mostly on the right side, and it wasn't like severe or like contraction like, it was just like almost like he was pushing his foot out really far. And it was just stretching my skin and my muscles and everything. I don't know, it's not really a cramp, it's just like some pain on my right side. And anytime I've gotten pain throughout this pregnancy, it's been on my right side, so I think that's primarily where he's sitting. So that has definitely increased this week. We'll see if that continues next week. I don't know if it's just something I've been doing or the way I've been sleeping or something like that, but that is one of the symptoms that popped up this week. The next one is that I've been getting a ton of Braxton Hicks contractions. I feel like they've gotten a lot stronger than they have been previously, and I feel like they create a lot more pressure. It just feels like my body's really starting to prepare for labor. So that's kind of cool to feel. I kind of try to keep an eye on it a lot just to make sure that everything's good. None of them really hurt, they're just a lot of pressure and a lot of tightening. During my 34th week, I experienced 2 days where I was extremely moody. Like, I knew inside that I was reacting to things way out of proportion and that I should have been happier about things or just let things go, but I reacted like a psycho person. So there were 2 days this week that I just felt like my emotions got the best of me and my hormones. Sorry if my camera's shaking, our cat is walking on the table. So I just feel like my hormones got the best of me, and I'm trying to really control that this upcoming week because I feel like now I'm technically 35 weeks, but with 5 or 6 more weeks left in pregnancy, I can't be acting like that all the time. So I did recognize it and I am trying to fix it. I feel like it was just hormone driven though, because it was something that I felt like I couldn't control and it was just happening, but I knew in my heart that I was reacting awfully to all of the situations that were going on and they didn't warrant a reaction that severe. Okay, so to go along with the pain in my stomach, I've also had pain in my back this past week, and it has been more severe than it has all throughout my whole pregnancy. I feel like my stomach's just starting to really weigh on my body, so my back has started to hurt. I have started to use my heating pad a lot more just because it really does help to ease the pain. I use one, it's sitting right here actually. So I use this as my heating pad. It's like, I'm trying to think of, I don't know what fabric this is, but it's something that my sister made and it just has rice on the inside, so I can control the temperature and make sure that it doesn't get too hot. I really enjoy this one. It helps a lot and I've used it pretty much every night to just kind of ease the pains in my back. I think a lot of it also has to do with chasing around a toddler. You're always bending over to pick her up or trying to pick up her toys and all of that stuff, so I feel like a lot of it is just the constant movement throughout the day of my time with Madeline, which I am not saying I would change for anything, but I think that is what's causing my back pain for sure. So the next one is that his movements have become really painful, and only when he moves, I think his feet are up towards my ribs, so only when he moves his feet do they really become painful, but it's like he's stretching so much that my skin and my muscles just hurt, and it's like I have to stretch out to kind of relieve some of that discomfort. This is the first week that I've had that happen. Before this, I haven't really had any pain associated with his movements. It's not any severe pain, it's just I definitely have times where I'm like, whoa, it kind of shocks me. So that has started happening this week. He is still really, really active, which I think is really cool. So I'm really enjoying it, but it does start to hurt a little bit as he gets so big in there and he's running out of room, obviously. So the next one is I wanted to talk about emotions, and I feel like this is something that I haven't really noticed until recently, and it's just something that kind of I thought of the other day, so I thought I would talk about it. When I was pregnant with Madeline, I feel like there were times where I just like broke down and cried for no reason really, or if it was a reason, it was something super small. So I feel like that happened a lot with her pregnancy. Like one example I can think of is when it was our first anniversary when I was pregnant with Madeline, and during our anniversary dinner, I just like broke down and cried. And it was the most ridiculous thing, and when I look back on it, it makes me kind of frustrated with myself that I couldn't have like held it together for our anniversary. But I think it was just all of the emotions building up, like we've been married a year, where we were last year compared to where we were this year, just all that kind of stuff. So I feel like a lot of things affected me a lot worse last time, or maybe just differently last time. Because this time I don't think I've cried. I think I've cried once through my whole pregnancy, which last time that was not the case at all. So I wanted to talk about that because I feel like in my first pregnancy I thought I was crazy for crying all the time, and then this one I'm not crying nearly as much or really having anything affect me in that way, except for one time. So I feel like I wanted to talk about it just because every pregnancy is different, and so if you're comparing your pregnancy to your friend's pregnancy and they said, oh, I never cried when I was pregnant or whatever, and so then you start to feel weird about yourself, just know that I've had both within my own 2 pregnancies, and I'm the same person obviously. So everyone's pregnancy is different. Just because you might be super emotional over things and your friend isn't, doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you or wrong with her. It just means that it's a different way that your body is handling it. It could be the different hormones that your body has going on or whatever. But I just thought I'd bring that up because it's something I realized recently, is that I haven't really been as emotional this time, which has been nice, but something that I thought I would talk about. So the next one I want to talk about is if baby boy is dropping lower. I feel like he might be starting to drop just a little bit, nothing drastic, but I feel like with the Braxton Hicks contractions, I feel pressure lower than I did before. I don't know if that's just because he's bigger or if he's actually dropping, but I feel like I am technically, now that I'm recording this, 35 weeks, so I feel like he could be dropping. So leave in your comments below when you thought you dropped with your babies, because I'm just kind of curious to see if I am starting to get to that point of preparing for labor, or if I'm just kind of going crazy and it's all in my head. So the next 2 have to do with nighttime issues. The first one is that it is painful to sleep. It's really only painful when you roll over or change positions. I feel like it's like a workout to get from one side of your body to the other, because you know you're only supposed to sleep on your sides. So that has definitely started to increase this past week during my 34th week. It's just been really painful when I roll over, and I remember it happening last time with Madeline as well. So I know it's just a part of pregnancy. It's nothing that is like alarming or any like shooting pains. It's just like your body is aching because you laid in that position and now you're changing. So that has started to happen this week. And then also I wanted to say, I'm still only getting up 1 time a night to go to the bathroom, which I think is really good for how far along I am. I don't know, I feel like last time I got up a few times a night. I am still staying good with my water and drinking enough, so I know I'm not like dehydrated or anything, but I am so happy that I'm able to only get up once a night, because it seems to be that once I get up to go to the bathroom, I'm kind of like have insomnia for a while and I stay awake for like an hour trying to fall back asleep. So if that happened more than once a night, it would not be as fun. So that's a good thing, I think, in my book. The next few things I wanted to go over are that my rings do still fit. I do go over these things in every video. My rings do still fit, and I know for a fact that I was not wearing my rings this long last time, so that's really exciting. I really, really hope that I can wear them the whole time so that I can have them on for his newborn pictures. So fingers crossed on that one. The next one is that I still don't have any stretch marks. I am still using my homemade bump butter, and I still really like it. I feel like it actually calms me down at night when I put it on before bed, because I use essential oils in it. It has like kind of relaxing and calming ones, so it kind of gets me ready for bed, which I really enjoy, and it has helped my skin stay really hydrated. So I do recommend it. If you want any information on it, leave me a comment and I'd be happy to share my recipe with you. The last thing I wanted to talk about is that we still have not picked his name, and I am freaking out about it. So we picked his name originally a while back, and I know I have that as like the title of one of my pregnancy updates or in the little picture or whatever, but we kept talking about it, and then Adam decided he wanted to kind of revisit the name and just make sure that it was the right one, and so now we are still trying to decide on a name. So I am like super worried about picking it. I know we'll be fine because we didn't pick Madeline's. We had two for Madeline, we didn't pick it until we saw her, because we kind of thought it would be cool to see her and see which name matched her. In all reality, it didn't make a whole lot of difference. We felt like either name would have fit her when she was born. So this time we want to have a name picked out before we go to the hospital, but we still have not picked one out. So that is my biggest stressor right now. But I know we'll get one picked. It's just a matter of when. So stay tuned and I will keep you updated on that for sure. So I think that's all for my 34-week updates. All right, so let's do the bump shot. Here is 34 weeks from the front, and I'm in black, of course, so you can't really tell, I'm sure. And then here is 34 weeks from the side. And then here is 34 weeks from the other side. Okay, I had so much fun filming my 34-week update with you guys. I can't believe we were getting so close, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.